Hello, friends. Welcome to today, my visit with you, and continuing on in taking a phrase from The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddles. Wonderful inspirational book. I am going to share with you today. The phrase is, where there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. So, would you agree with me that when you look at people who are thriving in their life, feeling really successful at what they do, that they have that experience that their desires are satisfied? And one has to ask, why would I live a life where my desires are not satisfied, that I wouldn't want to satisfy my desires? Well, one is either I think that I can't, I don't have the ability or the power to satisfy that desire, or I think I shouldn't. Now, based on this phrase where he says, wherever there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed. So unexpressed possibility, in other words, if you have the desire for something, you have the possibility to do it. And you have the function within you, the capacity of that function. If that weren't true, then you wouldn't even have the desire for that thing. So let's say if the desire is to be rich, that desire to express more life, to experience more life, which money gives you the opportunity to do in this society, where we use money as the exchange of value, to live abundantly. An abundant life is a richly experienced and expressed life, doing whatever you desire. And that desire is the possibility inside of you that it's possible to do it, and that function is within you to live a fully expressing life, like not held back at all. And if you feel like you don't have enough money, then you are in some way held back from fully expressing or fully experiencing all that you are here to do. So that ticks off that question, or that concern that you might not have it within you to fulfill your desires, to have an unsatisfied desire. And the other point that came to my mind is thinking that we shouldn't, that somehow maybe there's something morally wrong with that desire. And I think that really requires some investigation, because we basically give everything that we experience in this life all the meaning that it has. And a lot of the meaning that we assign to things are things that are programs, either programs from society or meanings that we made up when we were children, because those meanings made sense as a defense against maybe things that weren't so cool, that were going on at the time, but aren't really of service to us anymore. So really look at that, because I know for myself I had to really let go and first recognize, because I didn't even see with all my joy at the abundance that life is, that God is, that I actually had some pretty tight constrictions around wealth, around money, because I definitely had some attachment to that it wasn't a spiritual thing to do, because of the way in modern society the paradigm around money is a lot haves and have-nots, and greed and abuse around money. And so I surrendered to that paradigm having some validity, and there, as a result, decided, oh, I really don't want to pursue that path of being rich, because it seemed to imply some sort of inequity as it's expressed in this world. But that is not the only way that money can express itself. That's from a competitive model, and as is taught in this wonderful book, The Science of Getting Rich, there is another completely different model called the creative model, in which my getting rich is actually the open door for you and everyone else to also be rich. We live in a limitless universe because it emerges from a limitless source. And whatever limits that we are experiencing is simply something that we've chosen to have an experience of. Because we're here to experience absolutely everything, whatever our imagination can come up with. So free yourself. I invite you today in this moment to recognize that whatever you have the slightest desire for, you have within you the ability, the resources, the possibility to realize that, and that there is nothing that stands in your way of a kind of a moral regard. Because if everything that you desire is for the good of all, that whatever you gain in life, you wish and desire for everyone to gain, then you are engaged in a creative form of creating wealth in your life, whether that's financial and in every other way. So you have a beautiful day, and I will speak to you again soon. Peace out from Beth the Sybil, also known as Beth Schneider. Take good care. Bye.